You've got a 10-minute speaker spot coming up, maybe on stage, maybe in a meeting. There's a lot riding on it. How do you prep? Now, nearly every expert I've worked with or interviewed has made the same specific, exact mistakes, which means that they lost out on opportunities and didn't get the results that they're after. And that's because they didn't know how to position themselves the right way. And that's because they didn't know how to say the right thing. Now, in today's video, I'm sharing part of a client session. This client came to me after leaving her high-flying corporate career. She's pivoting. She realized that she has to establish herself as the authority in her niche, and she was prepping for a keynote that she's giving. I changed the way she thinks. I gave a framework that you can use too, and this is the result that she got. If you want my help with this, there's a link below the video. Next time, I'll make sure the lens is smudge free. Oh, by the way, you only see me in the video, not my client. Before any interaction, what you want to do is you want to define what's the one thing you want them to think of when they think of you in that room. The other thing is that you want to think of what's the big takeaway or aha I want my key stakeholder to have from our interaction. So you've identified the who it is that you want the attention from. What is the thing that will make them pay attention to you in the first 10 seconds? And this is something, a statement, a position, a bold thing, a worry, something contrary. What is it? You're doing it wrong, for example. If you said, listen, CFOs, you're doing it wrong. You're focusing on the wrong thing. You're on stage. Are you standing or are you sitting? Always stand when you can. You're standing, somebody has introduced you, you're on stage. What are the first 10 words out of your mouth? What is the title of your talk? All right. What is the big concern on the minds of the CFOs right now? You see what you just said then? That's what you start with. You start with the core of the issue, right? Because it's you are calling out the reality of the situation. Then they're going, "Oh, how does she know?" The more you speak to the dialogue in the head of the person who you want attention from, the more they will pay you attention. The more generic, people won't pay attention to you in the same way. They might love what you say and love your presence on stage, but it's not going to give you the same result. And you are here to get a result, correct? All right. So you can change what you're saying at the beginning, but this is the kind of energy and the kind of making a statement, because you're making a statement that is bold. You're being brave by saying the stuff that they think, but they're not saying, nobody else is daring to say. But you're also positioning yourself as the solution to this problem. The best thing you can ever do at the end of a talk or an interaction is to have that idea of inspiration, because inspiration means, oh, I can do something about this, right? That's at the end. And that has to be, in your case, married with a call to action. Let me tell you what we're doing now, today, here, in the rest of our time together. What we're doing is, one, we've done the most important bit, which is identify what you're the go-to person for, because without this, nothing else works. One. Number two, you have identified your key stakeholder, the person that you really need on side a yes from. The third thing of what we're doing here is we are creating a stepping stones, a structure that you can populate. And we know that at the end, there is inspiration because there's hope with a call to action. We know that at the beginning, there is that bold statement that makes people pay attention. Correct? What have I just done? What I've done is I've given you a roadmap of what I'm doing with you and what you get out of it. You are making them feel, oh, okay, I get this now. I see where she's going. You don't say, I'm going to end with inspiration. You don't say that. It's me and you. Yeah. For example, it could be, so the thing that I wiped off before when we started had, it had, I'm going to share with you a key mental shift that you need to make to step into this next position and role. I'm going to share the 3 C's that are the building blocks for you to do this. And I'm going to share the one thing that is your secret power that'll get you over the discomfort of your new way of showing up, right? So what I did there was I gave 3 ideas. I didn't say anything about what's in them, but it gave people that cohesive, "Oh," and it links back to how I started. That's what I want you to do. It's about the idea of what's that helicopter picture? 1, 2, 3. That's what I meant by the 1, 2, 3. So the big remember this here for you is I want you to remember and to know that, okay, 1, 2, 3. Go on then. What are they? What's the thing? What is the transition you need to take them through from now to getting that proof at the end? They need to be interested. Don't do the education. The education kills your talk. The education happens at the end in a Q&A when you see them after the thing because you've only got 10 minutes, right? You need them to be powerful 10 minutes. You can do education at the end of the 10 minutes if you have time, but you never start with that. People switch off. You are more than this. But what I mean is anybody can do that. Anybody can do that talk. Anybody. What I would love you to transition to is the idea. So I'm saying I'm making you transition, and this is what you want to do to them. I want you to transition from the idea of proving what you know. What you're doing is, which is everybody does this at the beginning. It's because of how we learnt at university and school. It's like, prove it. Tell me, what happened in 1986? You know what I mean? Like, and we go, oh, all these things happened. That is great for getting A grades and getting through school and college and university. It's the worst thing you can do if you want to keep people interested in what you're saying, if you're on stage or on video. So, what I want you to do is this: flip it. What's the outcome, or meaning, what's the outcome that they get, or what's the big worry that they have? Let me give you an example. Imagine you said, how many of you, the whole fucking room, excuse me, raises their hand, okay? They all put their hand up. And then you say, what if I told you that you can get, working backwards, you could say, is yes or no? Raise your hand if yes. Yes, everybody. Then you say something like, does a return on investment of X percent, say it's 27%, I'm making it up, yeah? Is that a good return on investment or not in today's climate? Yes, raise your hand. They put their hand up, correct? And then you say something like, well, I'm here to convince you that the easiest way to get that return is by what? So, what I'm saying to you is, you don't want to start with the education. You have to start with the what? What is she saying? Is that possible? You've got 10 minutes. So, for example, break it down into 3 sets of 3 or 2 sets of 4, whatever that is. Each segment, your homework is to start like that, is to think, what's the wow thing that I can say that sets up the next 2 minutes so that they're taking notes, they're paying attention. They want my telephone number. So that's for the big talk. This is my big talk. It's about this. This is my idea. I want you to know. If you forget everything I say, I want you to remember that. And I'm going to tell you about 1, 2, 3. And you decide what the 1, 2, 3 is. But each time you talk about the section, you start it with a really specific, wow, really? For that section. So everything comes from the piece. Exactly. This is your core, your tree trunk. Everything you do comes from this. Yes. So you see, these are your 3 things. This is what I meant by what are your 3 things? Your core is the big idea that you're sharing, right? That stays solid. Each time you do one of these, if you forget something, your brain goes somewhere. All you need to say is, and that's why, do you see? You bring it back. It becomes your solid, like, I can lean on this. You can say to them, the big idea I want you to take away is that your tree trunk, your core, and I'm going to share how this works with regards to, I'm going to show you how to get you to, and I'm going to show you how you need, a really simple way of doing this, by the way, is to use these words. That's it, just the keyword, and that's it. It's too busy, there's too much information on it. A generic image does not serve you. Kill the images. Every corporate person in the world has seen all of these images. They don't say anywhere. If you want an image, it has to be a related image. Kill him, kill it dead. If it was me, I would kill everything and I would only have finish. Each word on one separate slide, not together. And it would just be the word evolution, expectation, or whatever it is that you talk about. So, for example, in terms of this, it would be investor, tech, community. Do you see? One word, bing, in the middle. You're missing out on a huge opportunity to say, do you want a talk where people haven't experienced something like it? Is this old corporate me taking over? Is this new me? So is the new you? What is your end call to action? What do you want them to do? What do you want from this? So you will end with, this is really important. What I do with people is I get them to sort out the aha, write it down at the top. It's a headline. The aha I want the CFO to take away is the call to action at the end that I want to say, I have to say is, so if you are stuck or challenged, or for example, or if you want my help with figuring out which to tackle that'll give you the biggest return on investment, these are my details. I'm in the coffee shop, whatever it is that you're going to do so that they can contact you. Yeah. But you have to define what that last sentence is. You can say, look, we all know that this is complicated, but it can be simple. I'm here to simplify this for you. Come and talk to me if you want. And then you say how they can get in touch. This is why you're there. You're there to get interest from the right people. You want people to contact you. How are they going to contact you? You leverage the opportunity. Contact me. I'm sitting in the coffee shop for the next 2 hours. If you want to email me, my email is, you have to have a way for them to communicate with you. The other thing before I forget, you have not mentioned the white paper anywhere. You must mention this. You can say, and this is why I'm working on a white paper. You weave it in somewhere in what you're speaking about, and you mention it at the end. And what you say is, if you want to receive the white paper, please come and share your email with me. What's your biggest takeaway straight away? Biggest takeaway?
Honestly, the takeaway, make it simple, make it precise for them, make it connected. I don't want to overwhelm them because there are 4 main factors that I will present to them, and not to lose the opportunity that I'm the go-to that you need to talk to. So I want to position myself. I will forget about these corporate words. I will be more focused now how to position myself differently, focusing how I will feel it honestly from inside, how I will develop a keynote that will not only be a knowledge share or an education. No, it will be something they have to pay attention to, and talking to me after, because I made the point that this is whom you need to talk to. Thank you for today. I'm on the right track. Really,
Yeah.
thank you so much.
You are welcome. When you're live with all eyes on you, you get one chance to get it right, which means you have to establish yourself and speak like the expert you are straight away and get people to trust you fast. To make this happen, watch this video next. I'll see you there.